Hey, everybody, Serial Overdrive is here, so crack a beer because we're going to be talking about making money with deeds. So the reason I want to do this video is because basically I made a video in 2018 about how to make money in Entropia Universe. It was like early January when I made that video, and there's been a lot of updates since I made that video with deeds specifically. Compet has been announced as a failure, and you can now trade those in, or you're about to be able to trade those in for Arcadia Moon Deeds, and Arcadia Moon Deeds were announced, they came out, and they've been paying out. They're not available on auction yet, so we're going to just be talking deeds, running numbers, and discussing what the best options are for you. So first off, let's go over all the deed types. Let's go over like why I'm qualified to talk about how to make money in Entropia Universe. For those of you who don't know, I'm Serial Overdrive. Hit that sub button because maybe you'll like my content. Anyways, I'm Serial Overdrive, and I've played this whole game in Entropia Universe without ever depositing. I've played for over a decade. That's a lot of time. Some of you guys probably haven't even been alive for much longer than a decade. Anyways, I've got a lot of deeds here. I've got Calypso land deeds. I've got 20 of those. I've got some Arcadia Underground deeds. I've got 105 of those. And I've got some Compet deeds. Those were a bad call, but I've got 34 of those. And in full honesty, I've taken a loss there. A lot of people have. That's how it goes. I thought they were going to be better than they were. It is what it is. Anyways, the next deed out, Arcadia Moon Deeds, those are only available if you deposit, because Mindark right now is controlling the supply. But first, let's go into the sure things. So right now, as far as sure things go, sure payouts, you've got sort of mature deeds, right? You've got Calypso land deeds and Arcadia Underground deeds. What these do is they pay you a percentage of the money made off of like all the hunting, mining, and activities on Calypso and hunting in the case of Calypso land deeds, and the same thing for the Arcadia Underground deeds. It's all the hunting, mining, whatever money made off of Arcadia Underground, which is a specific part of Arcadia, the planet. Now, Calypso land deeds cost more. They cost about 1,850 PEDs per deed, while the Arcadia Underground deeds cost about 75 PEDs per deed. Right now, the Calypso land deeds, they pay out about 55 PEDs a week. Okay, now if you do the math, that's going to come out to roughly like 2.75 PEDs per day on the Calypso land deeds that you're making. And then if you do the math again, they're going to be paying out about 0.021% of their value per day. Okay, I ran these numbers, folks. They are correct. Now, those are the numbers for the Calypso land deeds. For the Arcadia Underground deeds, it costs $75 a deed, or 75 PEDs a deed. $75 would be a little too much. And they pay out between 1 and 2 PEDs a day. You're starting to see them get into the 3 PEDs, and the reason behind this is because basically for those of you who don't know, the minimum payout that a deed can give is 1 PEC per day. So if Arcadia deeds ever make under 1 PEC a day, they're not going to pay out for that day. That's just how it works. That's why with a lot of Arcadia Moon deeds, people aren't seeing payouts for 3 or 4 days, because Arcadia Moon isn't generating as much profit as a lot of these other planets. Now, with the Arcadia Underground deeds, again, 75 PEDs a deed, you're getting a payout of about 1 to 2 PECs a day. Roughly, you could assume it's like 1.5 PECs a day. Now, if you do the math, those are paying out about 0.02% per day. That's like a dividend that they're paying out. So roughly, the Calypso land deeds are paying out about 0.001% more per day than a Arcadia Underground deeds. So the Calypso land deeds, if you've got the money, would be the better buy. This makes sense from an economics standpoint, because if you guys know anything about economics, you're going to see that the deeds that are worth more, like this, look at that, 1,850, sometimes 1,700. 1,700 is actually a pretty good deed for the price for these deeds. Anyways, I calculated based off 1,850 because historically that's more of the price, and I don't know when you're watching this video. Anyways, 1,850 is a lot of money. That's a lot of money. If you think about this, 185 US dollars. A lot of players aren't going to put that in, so they're never going to have enough to buy a Calypso land deed. Okay, and because of that, they're going to go with these Arcadia Underground deeds because they're cheaper. They're running about 72 to I again used a yearly value, about 75 PEDs a deed. That's what you can get if you're savvy, right? Like 75 PEDs. If you're really savvy, you can start getting these prices when things drop. Right now they're dropped, but Arcadia payouts are going up, so you're going to see the deed price going up. That's just how it works. Generally in the summer, coming into the fall, the deed prices are low. Right after Christmas, they sort of pop up, and then they're going to start waning just a little bit. And that's due to a variety of factors. A lot of people are more likely to play when it's winter. Sorry all you guys in Australia, but it is winter It's about to be winter right now. It's not about to be summer. You know, Australia's weird. Anyways, let's get back to it. So, Arcadia Underground deeds, they cost less, and because of that, there's more people that buy them. It's easier to access, so there is a premium to that. Also, they're a little bit newer, so they're a little bit more fresh. There might be a little bit more of sort of an upwards momentum to them. Calypso right now is sort of a fully established planet. It's one of the most popular planets in game. So unless you see a huge spike in the players that are playing the game, Calypso can actually lose out to a lot of these other planets as they become more mature. Arcadia, on the other hand, is one of the more mature planets, but it still has a ways to go with the player base. So you could see Arcadia Underground deeds grow just a little bit faster than Calypso land deeds. Now, that said, both of these are pretty safe investments. They've been around for a while, and they're pretty mature. Mature meaning you're not going to see a price that just flies off the market, off the hook all of a sudden, unless Entropia Universe just gets a ton of new players. So that's sort of the two mature deeds, okay? If you're looking for a surefire way to make money, as much as like a surefire way is, if the economy crashes or someone hacks a game or something like that happens, obviously, you know, everything goes to shit. That's just how it works. Now, let's start talking. So, if you've got the money, Calypso land deeds are probably the best value for your money. If you just want to put a little bit less in, you don't want to put $185 in, because let's face it, 185 USD is quite a bit of money for some people. I mean, even for me, that's a lot of money to put into a game, and I'm doing quite well in real life. Anyways, not to brag. We're not going to talk about it. Anyways, Arcadia Underground deeds, however, are a little bit less. You're paying $7.50 a deed, roughly. That's why they're paying more, and or that's why they're a little bit more expensive. They're more accessible. So, you know, if you want to invest, like, Arcadia Underground deeds aren't that bad of an investment, especially when the price drops to like 70 or into the 60s. That's a good deal unless you're seeing Calypso land deeds at like 1,700, but generally Calypso land deeds and Arcadia deeds are pretty closely matched together. So now, what's going on with Compet deeds? Compet deeds have failed, okay? They are not giving you any money. Look at this. Overall, like, for holding them for like 2 years, they paid out $11.90. That's for 34 of these things. I paid 3,400 PEDs for these things, or 340 US dollars. That's crazy. That's what I paid for these Compet deeds. And all I got back was 11.9 PEDs plus this bullshit, like, right here that I'm not even going to bother adding. They didn't pay anything back, basically. But if you look at them, even though they failed, there's some value to them still, and that's because of Arcadia Moon deeds. So Arcadia Moon deeds are these things that were announced in 2018, sort of spring of 2018, let's say. It was after I made the last video about how to make money in Entropia Universe, and that's one of the reasons why this update's needed. They were announced. I was one of the people that said, hey, guys, be careful. I don't know if it's worth it, because MindArc was doing something that's a little bit sketchy. They're not just pushing them all out in the market. They're not saying how many they have. Or maybe they did. I don't know. They're just not pushing them out in the market. They're saying you've got to deposit to buy them, which is a good way to bring money in. But the fact that you've got to deposit to buy them and then you can't put them on the market for sale also means that MindArc gets to dump all of these deeds before any player can sell them. So even though Arcadia Moon deeds are paying out right now, it is impossible to buy them off auction or from another player. MindArc has made them untradeable until MindArc sells all of them. This locks in an artificial price. Now, I'm going to lay a case for this price being artificially pumped up. So right now, they're selling for about 60, maybe even like 65 PEDs a deed. And Compet deeds, you can trade 5 Compet deeds. You're about to be able to do this. 5 Compet deeds per 2 Arcadia Moon deeds. Now, Compet deeds are about to become worthless, so everybody's going to do this. And the value of these Compet deeds is about 25 PEDs per deed. That's because people are overpaying, in my opinion. This puts the Arcadia Moon deeds roughly valued at about, what would we say, like maybe 60, 65 PEDs a deed. So far, so good, right? That sounds decent. But think about this. I've been talking to a lot of people, and they're a little bit upset because the thing is, if you've got deeds, or you know people who have deeds, they're going to tell you deeds pay out. You know, like Arcadia Underground deeds pay out daily. Calypso land deeds pay out weekly. Arcadia Moon deeds are supposed to pay out daily. But what's happened is, because Arcadia Moon deeds aren't actually getting to that 1 PEC minimum payout, they're not paying out daily. They're paying out every 4 days. Now, if you do the math on this and compare this to these traditional deeds, they're paying out 0.2 0.02% per day. For an Arcadia Moon deed to pay out that, you're going to need it to roughly be worth between 16 and 20 PEDs a deed. Now, that is a crazy number when you consider that MindArc is selling them to you for 60 PEDs a deed. If people are smart, if they do the math, if this market is rational, the second you can put these deeds on auction, you're going to see the price start dropping until they're worth 15 to 20 PEDs a deed. But now there is a but, so don't start panicking yet, folks. The but is these are not mature deeds. There's still a lot of room for Arcadia Moon to grow. It's a cool concept. I actually like the concept. I'm a fan of the Arcadia Moon. So there is room to grow. There's room to grow. So don't fear, folks. If you did buy them, these deeds could become more valuable in the future. But what you're talking about is speculative pricing. Now, assuming the moon is going to become as popular as, say, Arcadia Underground, these deeds would probably have a rough value of 75 PEDs a deed. That's if it's paying out 1.5 PECs a day. Right now it's paying out 0.33 PECs a day. So what's going to happen is these deeds are going to come out right now. Arcadia, like Calypso, or not Calypso, MindArc is trying to get rid of these deeds, so you can't sell them. No one can sell them. A lot of people are upset because they can't sell these deeds and they're not making as much as they can because that there were a lot of people telling them, like, hey, you're going to buy these deeds. It's like free money. You just withdraw the money in the fall, and the deeds are going to make you so much money. You're just going to be ridiculously rich. So I know a few people who've listened to these people that are telling them that, and they've put in thousands of dollars into the game just to buy deeds. It sounds crazy. I always advise people not to do that. And if you're listening right now, I advise you not to do that unless you get $1,000 to lose. It's the same as the stock market. Whatever you put in, be prepared to lose. Don't play to lose it if you're investing money, but be prepared to lose it because that's how investments work. Sure, you might become the next, I don't know, Warren Buffett, but you also could become the next, like, Wall Street bet idiot. And if you guys don't know Wall Street bet, it's where a lot of people go on Reddit to watch people waste amazing sums of money or make amazing sums of money. There's millionaires made every month there, and then there's also people that lose millions every month. So let that sink in, okay? Now, back on topic. Arcadia Moon deeds. Okay, there is a potential for growth there, so you've got to push that into the value. Also, I would say that Entropia Universe is not the smartest marketplace, right? It's not the savviest marketplace. It's not as mature as like the marketplace that you see in real life. So people are probably going to overpay for these Arcadia Moon deeds, as you can see by the fact that people are still buying compat deeds for 25 PEDs a deed. Like, think about this, 25 PEDs a deed. If you run the math on what the Arcadia Moon deeds are paying out, this is obviously not worth it. I actually should be. I'm going to sell my compat deeds. I don't know why I'm holding them. 25 PEDs a deed. That's a good deal. Anyways, 25 PEDs a deed, that's too much, I think. Now, Arcadia Moon deeds, what's going to happen is MindArc is going to use these compat deeds to get rid of all their Arcadia Moon deeds. Arcadia Moon deeds are going to be sellable on auction. At first, people are going to put them up for 60, 65 PEDs a deed. There's going to be players that buy them. Okay, so that price is going to hold for a little bit. Then you're going to see it start to decline. I think it's going to keep declining until either one of two things happen. The payout gets a little bit better, and you're seeing it pay out once every 2 days. Or maybe once every day. If it starts paying out 1 PEC a day per deed, you're going to see a valuation around 60 PEDs to maybe 75 PEDs, because again, there's more room to grow there than Arcadia Underground. And once you see 60 to 75 PEDs, that's going to mean that the value of these deeds and what people are currently paying has been realized. So that's going to be awesome. But what's going to happen is right now, if they continue paying out every 3 to 4 days, you're going to see that value cut maybe by 1/3. So if you assume that they're worth 70 PEDs now, they're going to be worth about 25 PEDs. If you assume they're worth 75 PEDs at 1 PEC per day, they're worth about 25 PEDs right now at 0.33 PECs a day. But again, the Entropia Universe marketplace isn't rational, right? You've got to consider that. So where does that leave us? I think Arcadia Moon deeds are probably worth about 30 PEDs a deed. That's way under what a lot of people paid, but I think that's where the value is going to be. Honestly, if I don't see it dropping past 40, like if the marketplace by you know, January isn't dropping under the 40s, I'm probably going to pay 40, 45 PEDs for a deed. I would not be paying 60 PEDs a deed right now until there's some sort of gain that's been realized. There's some sort of like maturity going on there. I can see the development, because right now there's a few things that are at risk, okay? So Arcadia Moon, it could do very good, but they're in beta right now. They released. A lot of players went there. You saw some nice payouts. A lot of people saw nice payouts. They were commenting on my videos. They were calling me an idiot. I think the jury's still out on that one, because I did not like Arcadia Moon deeds in the beginning. And I like them, but I think they're overpriced now. They did better than I thought. They did better than I thought, so I'll give you that. But my opinion is that they're still being valued too highly by a lot of players, and I think there's still a lot of people putting money in that they shouldn't be putting in. So that's why I wanted to make this video. I wanted to try and help you guys out. I wanted to explain my view on moon deeds and just deeds in general, and sort of give you guys a 2018 update. Now, I think I've been clear about everything. I think I've described everything to the best of my knowledge, but I'm going to be honest. I recorded this video twice. That's why I had all the numbers down the second time, because I recorded the first time I ran the numbers. I got done with the video, and then I didn't like the audio, and I didn't like the fact that it just wasn't as clear. And people really like to watch these videos. They really want good information, so I did my best to give you guys good content, a lot of speaking, not much shooting or anything like that. In fact, there was no shooting in this video. I don't know why I said not much. There was no shooting in this video. I was lying when I said not much. There's none. But hopefully this video was informative, and hopefully it's going to start a discussion, because I really want to hear why you guys agree or disagree with me. So please leave those comments down below. And if you guys have any questions, also leave those down below. Now, for those of you who are wondering how can I make some free PEDs without ever putting money in, just go hit that subscribe button on my YouTube. Every now and then I'll do giveaways, especially with Christmas coming up, guys. Like, I love doing giveaways for Christmas, so maybe you guys can get in on some of that. Also, I give out a lot of good content. I tell people how to make some money sometimes, and I just find my videos to be pretty informative in general. So if you can, hit that sub button on my videos. If you like this video, hit that like button, because that's going to encourage me to make more content like this, specifically about making money in Entropia Universe. And if you can do neither of those things, I just want to say thank you for watching this video all the way through. I really do appreciate that. And until next time, folks, I'll take the hate for what I'm saying, but only time will tell. Until next time, have a good one. This is Serial Lover Jab saying peace out, or peace, or whatever I say. You guys know what I mean.